Here we are again. Diablo 4 Season 1 has started. Another game, another season pass or battle pass, another season overall. Oh boy, am I getting tired of these. Anyway, how does this one stand up? Well, it's the most meh. It's just meh. It's so meh that I'm like almost falling over. Uh, So, the basic premise is that there's a small story about some enemies that are infected by something from Lilith, and these enemies are creating malignant hearts that you take and use for your own good. Uh, Basically, malignant hearts are like legendary gems from Diablo 3. They can only be socketed into jewelry, but they also come in different colors, so they can only be socketed into that specific color. There are blue, red, and purple. So you can't socket a blue into a purple socketed jewelry slot, so there goes that. So, but I do like them enough that I can warrant them, and they do add a little bit flair to the gameplay, I guess. Not much, but it's there. Now, I will also say this, with the new season came just as I thought it would. Server issues. Server issues, like sky high server issues. Sometimes you can be online for 2-3 hours without any issues. Sometimes you can't be online for 15 minutes before you get kicked out. So yeah, server issues are rampant yet again in Diablo 4. That's not a surprise, at least not to me. Now, let's get into the Malignant Hearts a little bit more and the story. Now, the story is also very meh, as I said. I think I said that in relation to that. Anyway, the story is basically there are new types of enemies or elites that will drop Malignant Hearts. Now, after they drop the Malignant Heart, you interact with it, and that boss will spawn, or elite will spawn again at that location, and then you just kill it again, and it will drop a caged heart, because you have these cages that you put the hearts in. Basically, that's the gist of it all. Story. And the story is more expanding than just that, but the gist of it is that you want to stop this malignant corruption from spreading too much. Now, there are specific dungeons to get these malignant hearts if you're looking for them. Now, they can spawn anywhere. These elites can spawn anywhere, out in the open world, in dungeons, or cellars, and so on. So they're not rare, but if you really want to hunt for them, going into these malignant dungeons are the way to go. You can also craft them with the right ingredients, and by right ingredients I mean malignant kind of ingredients. These ingredients can drop from events, from bosses, I believe, even out in the open world, but well, you can also get them from salvaging malignant hearts that you don't want. Now, you're salvaging by salvaging and crafting, I should say, by interacting with a crafting table in Kyovashad or wherever it is. Now, what's annoying is that I've noticed that these tables are not in every city, so that's really annoying. But yeah, that's the gist of the Malignant season part. Now, the season itself, very much like D3, Diablo 3 that is. You start a new character, do what you've been doing for the past 30 hours, 40 hours before that with your non-season character. Doing dungeons, doing cellars, doing stuff, even PvP stuff are some of the goals in the season. So yeah, they're just like in Diablo 3, you do chapters, and when you're done with a chapter, you move on to the next chapter. And it's very simple, but it gets boring very fast, honestly. Now, the story is a nice addition to this, but it doesn't add that much that I go woohoo, really. And the Malignant Hearts, as I said, they give a slight boost and tweak to the gameplay, but that's about it. It's very slight and it's not much. I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that I have the battle pass, I'm not sure I would care that much about the season overall. But I will be talking more on the battle pass soon. Now, let's get into the chapters again. Each time you complete a chapter, you get a master reward. It's a cache with some gear, random gear, I'm assuming. Season pass progress, if you have that, but there are also some free rewards in the season pass, or battle pass. You also get some doodads, like I believe it was aspects, you know, the thing that you put on yellow items to make them a legendary item, you know, legendary effect. And you can complete the chapters objectives in any order across chapters that you like, just like in Diablo 3. For example, you can complete the 10 sellers before chapter 2 and you get that completed when you move over to the chapter 2. So that's something. But there are some... it will take you a while to get through these chapters because there are leveling. So leveling will probably take the most time, but the last season chapter asks you to get to level 100. To me, that's kind of insane, because you have 3 months, basically 90 days, to get to level 100. Yes, there are people out there who say, I did it in blah 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 days. Yes, but how much do you play during that? And how did you play in group? How did you play? Did you follow a guide to do specific things to get the most XP out of the game? And did you work during those hours, during those days? Or were you like free, like vacation, or I don't want to say it, but living in your mom's basement doing nothing, you know? I'm not saying that gamers do that, but you know the stereotype. You know what I'm trying to say here. If you have the time, yes, you can definitely go to level 100 in just under a week. But yeah, most of us actually have work to do, like actual work. This is just a hobby for me, YouTube, but I actually have work that I do. So yeah, getting to 100 in 3 months, that can be a challenge, depending on how much work I do. And I mean, I don't just want to play Diablo. I just bought Remnant 2. I want to continue with Forsaken. I want to play games with the other friends too. Like I started playing Deep Rock Galactic. I want other games to play, and then other than just Diablo 4. Now, as for the Battle Pass, I don't think you need to complete all the season chapters to do that, because each season chapter gives you a progress on this Battle Pass, but I don't think you need to complete all the Battle Pass or all the season chapters to get to the highest tier in the Battle Pass, which is 90. I don't think you need to do that, at least, because I seem to unlock new rewards in the Battle Pass as I'm just killing monsters, doing events and such. So you might even get a small amount of progress on the Battle Pass by just doing anything at all. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. Well, you can quote me on the thing I said, but I'm not sure if that's the case. I might be completing things in the background. I don't know. Anyway, I've gotten a few levels into the Battle Pass, and yeah, there's that. There is one thing though that could help you get to level 100, and that is the season blessings. There are season blessings that gives you small buffs like additional XP for killing monsters and additional blah blah blah, additional blah blah. I can't remember everything honestly, but small buffs during the season. Now these are unlocked by sacrificing, I guess you could call it, some kind of ashes. I can't remember what they were called fully. But these ashes are in the battle pass, but that's the only that's the only time I've seen them, but they might be dropping out in the open world as well. If someone knows if they drop in the open world, please let me know in the comments. I've seen them in the battle pass though. I'm not sure if all of those are free, but they don't start. You can't start earning them until you're a level 40, and the next like is higher than that, and higher than that, and higher than that, and then continue on. So yeah, those are very level specific. The earliest one is very early in the battle pass, but you need to be level 40 to take the reward and then offer it. So that's a shame, but that's where we are with that. Now, Battle Pass, as I said, 90 levels. You start at level 1 and then you just go forward to level 2, 3, and it offers cosmetic rewards like horse armor, yay! Armor for your characters, and these seem to be unlocked for all characters and not just the one character that you're playing on. And I'm guessing it also goes for the non-season character, at least when the season is over, perhaps. Also, you can unlock titles and emblems and even platinum, actually, but I'll get into that in just a second. Now, these rewards are decent. I mean, I haven't actually looked that up, but I think the Battle Pass is $10, and there's a decent amount of rewards for that price, but that's if you buy into the whole these things are worth so and so much speak. Did you hear from developers when they try to sell you things like Blizzard's Overwatch 2 single player thing that they sold you or selling, where you get the single player thing and or single player story missions, and then you get cosmetic items that then they sell it for $15 or whatever it was, and they call it, oh, this is worth so much, but it's all digital items. It's all cosmetic digital armor sets. There's not they're not worth as much as you think, Blizzard. Honestly. Um, I mean, we just have to go into the Diablo 4 store or shop and see what they think that a necromancer armor is worth. Apparently, they think it's worth 25 bucks. An armor set, a cosmetic armor set for $25. God, that still annoys me. Anyway, as I said, there are some platinum in the battle pass, and platinum is the currency used to buy armor sets with. But you only get 666 platinum. And yes, of course they went with 666. 666, you know, the number of the beast. But 666 platinum is about $70 worth, you know, worth in quote marks. And 666 platinum, as far as I know, you can't buy anything from the shop. Not that I found. The cheapest thing is 800 platinum. So, yeah, I'm guessing they added a platinum to make the battle pass seem more worth the money, because you pay $10 and then you get platinum worth $70. No, $10 and you get something worth $7, and then you get like the additional thing on that. But if you want to earn that all those 666 platinum, you better get up to level 80 something on the battle pass. So yeah, there's that. There's that little catch too. As for how that long that will take, who knows? I will make a video on the season battle pass more in depth soon as I've progressed a little bit further. But for now, this is all I've got for you. So, are you playing Diablo 4 and how do you like the battle pass, the season, all that? To me, It's very much meh. I've been Swippy92, have a great life, and I hope to see you in future videos. Bye bye!